Yeah, we're live.
Hey Galaxy Nation, welcome. We're here at our live event today. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait just a few minutes. We've got a lot of the people that are wanting to get on, so we'll give just a few minutes for everybody to get on live, and then we will be back and we'll start going over all our maintenance on our Galaxy units.
Now this is very important with our products. They're not a high maintenance, but there is maintenance that needs to be taken care of nonetheless. And our hope is that you will learn something today that will actually bring it home, make life a little easier for you, and of course we want to ensure the longevity of your lift.
So several of the things that we're going to cover, we'll run through them real quick, then we'll get detailed on them. We're going to talk about our gearboxes, how to maintain those. We're going to talk about our axles and our rollers, our remotes, changing batteries. We're going to spend a little bit of time on our head assembly between maintenance there with our cables, our winders, greasing the head. We'll also talk a little bit about on this unit here about some things to look for. So we will go through several topics, give you a lot of good info. Please get with us on your questions. If you've got a question, let us know. We can't answer it if we don't know about it. So bear with us as you get your questions in. We will answer them every one, but give us time to get through them and give a complete answer.
Also, I'd like to introduce to you who's just directing the conversation this afternoon. This is Mr. Jeremy Price. He is our retail sales manager and an integral part of our organization. My name is Tom Merkland. I'm just here to.
Okay.
What am I here for?
We're turning this into a comedy show.
Oh,
now Tom takes care of our business development, our dealers. He works hands on hand with our dealers. Just got back from a trip from Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, yeah, all over a great northeast
Massachusetts
trip. So anyway, well, let's hopefully everybody's logged on. So let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do first, one of the main things we want to talk about is we're going to talk about our gearbox. As you can see on the gearbox, it's this is, of course, is mounted at the top of the unit, and a couple of things we can do for maintenance. Number one is anything is always check. This gearbox has oil in it, and the oil in it, sometimes like anything else, may need to be changed from time to time. Also check. So to check the oil in your gearbox, on the front of the gearbox right here, about midway down, you can see this plug. You can take a proper size Allen wrench, remove the plug. Should have enough oil that you can see it. It may run out just a little bit, or you can be able to stick your pinky finger in it and check it, make sure that it's there. If for some reason it is low or you want to change it, we recommend, and what we have is a ISO viscosity grade of 460. That oil is designed with a high shear factor, which is great for these gearboxes for holding up to the pressures that they produce. And so with that, but if you decide you do ever want to change or need to change it, on the back of the gearbox you can see a drain plug. Just open this up, allow the oil to completely drain out, put that back in and refill it with the oil. Other than that, on the gearbox, there's really no maintenance to do on them. They're pretty much maintenance free. And so if you have any questions on our gearboxes, let us know. We'll go back to it. If we go through something and something hits you, send in the question. We'll go back.
what do you need a drain pan?
Yeah.
How does it come? Does it come out?
Yeah, actually, it's going to be pretty thick.
Okay.
But you do want to have a drain pan under to catch it, dispose of it properly. You can take it to a lot of your oil change locations and quick lube places. They can dispose of this for you. Don't pour it out. Don't pour it in the trash. Make sure you take it properly. Dispose of any used oil that you have from them. So absolutely, great question, Tom. We've got to have a place to catch that oil.
Yes.
One thing you want to go to real easy, and this happens a lot. I know you get a lot of calls on our remotes. Oh, my remote's not working. Something happened.
Yes.
It's got a battery. They go dead. So sometimes you may have to change your battery in your remote. If you do so, on your remote, you'll see 2 screws on the back of the remote. Undo those. There's a small battery inside. You can take it out. You can get it at Walmart, any of the drugstores, sure. CVS, Walgreens, any of those. And then just replace that battery. You may have to reprogram it back. You have instructions online. You also have it in your installation manual. Or you can give us a call here. One of our technical experts will walk them through it. Those guys do that every day. They're really simple to reprogram. For some reason, they do lose it. Sometimes it happens with the reprogramming of remote batteries going dead. So, we have any questions yet, Cesar, on anything? Okay.
By the way,
someone said still waiting on Bluetooth capabilities.
Bluetooth.
We are working on that. That is in our R&D department right now as we speak. We are working diligently to perfect it, and we're not going to put out a feature that isn't perfected especially to our high standards. So we are working on the Bluetooth feature. It's not here yet, but we indeed want to release it hopefully in the near future.
Yeah, absolutely. So, great question, by the way. We used to have Wi-Fi. That worked okay for a while, but we had to go back to the drawing board on it. So with that, it's all coming. Bluetooth is definitely out there. One thing we want to cover next is about our rollers and our axles. So on your cargo unit, these are what are roll up and down the I-beams, if you will, that the unit rides on. Sometimes things happen to these light. Say if your unit is outside, you can get something caught in between the roller and the I-beam. You may not know about it. And it can cause the roller actually to kind of hang. Sometimes you'll get roller drag based on that. And if you can see on our lift right here, we have on these beams here, there's some roller drag. With these, we had some rollers that a customer sent us, so we tested them. Sure enough, we had found a flat spot. And if they're not rolling, the thing you'll be careful of is they can develop a flat spot. If they develop that flat spot, you're going to need to replace them because they're not going to roll. So you want to make sure that you keep an eye on these, make sure they're clean, clear, they're outside, no limbs or small pieces of debris can get caught in them. It's not catastrophic by any means if it does, but if you do see your roller not turning, during your inspection of your unit, make sure and look at that and get it taken care of. One thing also that we want to make sure that you check out that, welcome to Texas, right? Great state of Texas.
July 1st.
Yeah.
And it's 90% humidity and about 90 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And the door is open behind us.
It's hot, but we love the Lone Star State.
Yes.
One thing on your unit as during regular use is always look at your bolts. If for any reason, give your unit a visual inspection. It's so simple. It's just like your car. You get ready to go somewhere, you want to take a look at your tires, make sure they're not flat. You may not go as far as checking the oil every time, but take a look at it. Same thing with your lift. Take a look at it. If you see anything strange for some reason, if the gearbox developed a leak and you see oil, you want to bring attention to that really quick. Also, if you see something just doesn't look right, you see a bolt that looks a little bit loose, the nut's kind of backed off, you want to make sure that you pay attention to those things just in your routine inspection of it during your regular usage, loading, unloading. You can check many of the features of it.
So really an important item in maintenance is actually visual inspections.
Absolutely, yeah.
And how often do we want to do a visual? As often as we use it, like we do our cars.
Exactly,
okay,
exactly.
Just like you said.
No, that's great. As you do use them, like Tom was pointing out, check them, use them. Every time you use them, look at them, make sure everything looks good on it, everything's functioning right. You can function test the whole unit, your stops, your remotes, everything can be function tested. You can function test your over limit switch. So there's tons of things that you can check just to make sure it's working as well. Now let's get into our head. There's a lot going on right here when we talk about maintenance.
Yes.
Because really, this is the only thing on our unit technically you can maintenance other than the gearbox. So with that, on our head system, the main thing we want to point out is right on top of our bearings, our 3-bearing head system. We have a 3-bearing head system here at Galaxy. It evenly distributes the weight across the entire head, across the entire lift. So this is one reason that we use this 3-bearing head system. But on top of our bearing blocks, you can see the grease zerks. So what you just simply do is take your regular grease gun, plug it on there, pump it a couple of times, shoot some grease into it. This is a brand new head, so it's greased. But shoot some grease into it. You don't need a whole lot, just enough to keep it going.
Jeremy, we get a lot of questions about, hey, what kind of grease do I buy?
Yeah, just an all-purpose.
All-purpose.
Some people like the green marine grease. That's fine. Doesn't hurt a thing. If you're in a salty environment, you feel better about it. That's great. Really, all it needs is just a general all-purpose. It's red grease. Works great. It doesn't wash off. It doesn't dilute or anything like that, even in salty or harsh environments. So one thing is, as far as greasing, you really don't have to do this maybe once every quarter or every 6 months, depending on usage. If you use it all the time, sure, you may want to do it about once every quarter, every 3 months, grease it real well and just check on it. So that's the main thing, is greasing these bearing blocks and greasing the bearings. The other thing we want to talk about are cables. Now, as you know, Tom, you get them, I get them. Yep. All the time we get people calling, oh, I don't know my cables. How do I know they're okay? Do I need to check them? What do I need to do with them? Really nothing. These are stainless steel 1/4-inch cables. They're very, very durable. They're very strong. Takes well beyond our weight rating to do any damage to them. So they're going to give you a lot of life. Now, Some things can happen to these is if they're not treated right or misused, absolutely, sometimes you can have an issue with them. You know, I can honestly say in the years I've been involved with guys, we've never had one break, ever. So really proud of that the way that this works, the way our unit's set up. So make sure on your cables you check them. You're looking at them on that visual inspection, like Tom said, every time you use it, check those cables. Let's take a look at them, make sure they're good. Check your eye bolts that attach to the bottom of your basket. If you're a proud Galaxy owner, you'll know what I'm talking about. You want to make sure that these stay snug. There'll be 2 of them on the bottom. Make sure they're snug together real well. Again, part of your visual inspection. Make sure that you're checking those eye bolts. Now, one thing that we want you to do as well is during regular usage, if you're up on your top deck where you can see the head assembly, check the rollers, check the grooves. Make sure your cables are tracking properly. It's pretty simple. You can see the grooves, you can see gaps, you can see anything. If for some reason it looks weird, take a picture of it, send it to us, let us get one of our tech guys on it, take a look at it, and they can tell you if we need to rewrap those cables or something went wrong for some reason. Some things we run across are somebody leaves the deck gate up or gate open, sends their lift down, hangs it up, cables get all jacked up. It sits down on something, they left a bucket or something underneath and they're out doing yard work, cables get all messed up. So with that, it's not a big deal, it's an easy fix.
A big deal.
Thing about it is, and what we're proud of is we can walk you as the homeowner through that. It doesn't take a service call. We can do a service call for you, but we can also show you or tell you over the phone how to take care of these problems as well. So, we got any questions, Cesar?
How often should I grease the lift axle? It's used at least once a day inside installment.
So an inside application, how often should they grease it? Once a day? Again, you could probably go with that every 3 months, that every quarter. That's fine. Because it's inside, you don't have the harsh elements of the outside. So that helps a lot on your maintenance. Your lift should give you a long life. But you know, you could grease it once every 3 months on that inside application. That's absolutely fine. For some reason, if you hear anything in there, it doesn't hurt. You can put a little more grease in it if you have to.
Okay, Jim says my remote cuts in and out, changed battery, and still the same.
Some things we've had on that, and we've seen this lately, and our tech guys were telling us about this actually during our meeting the other day, is these things have antennas. Sometimes these antennas can get in contact inside with parts of the control box. So that can cause that to happen. If that is happening, Jim, what I'd have you do is give Cody a call here at the factory tomorrow and talk to him about it. Let him see what kind of box you got. He can walk you through that and help you figure out what's going on, what's causing that. So give us a call. It's not right that it does it. We want to make sure we can fix it for you. So call us and we will get that taken care of.
We have an easy toll-free number, 888-317-7203. Call us, ask to speak to our tech department, and we will address that question as well as many others that you may have, or you just want to call in and say hi. Hey, we're here.
That's right.
Peace.
That's right. That's right. So, trying to think. I really think that's really about it on our maintenance. We covered our rollers and our winders. We covered our gearbox. We talked about grease. We talked about our oil, our remotes. You know, it never hurts in any time of your unit is make sure your hinges. You want to check your hinges as well. Make sure that there's no screws starting to pull loose or anything like that. You can always readjust your latch if you need to. But just a visual inspection is always great. That's a lot of times the best way to find anything if you notice anything. Also listen. If you hear anything that just doesn't sound right, take us a video of it, send it in, let us listen to it with you. We do stuff like this all the time, over the phone, through pictures, through emails. We understand, we know the product, so get with us. We can look at it a lot of times and walk right through what's going on if there's a reason we need to diagnose something.
And it's so important that we do answer those kind of questions over the phone versus having to send somebody out. Now, we're not opposed to sending anyone out. However, we want to save your money. And it's cost effective to call us up, like Jeremy said, video the lift if you experience any noise, you have concerns at all. We are here to serve you. We promise you that we're all about service after the sale, and this is a part of it. Now, we do sell nationwide, so we're not always able to get out there in the field immediately. This is a way where we can help you, walk you through it. Or, you know, I was just thinking, if you're not capable of attending to your lift, and we are a distance from us, there are handymen in your areas that would be glad that you can tell them what's going on. You have them call us, put them on the phone with us, and we can walk them through to resolve any issues you may have.
Yeah. Also, one thing is our dealers.
And our dealers, absolutely.
A lot of our dealers have the install crews. They understand maintenance. They can do maintenance. So if in your area, you can call a dealer in your area. We've got them all over the East Coast. We've got them all over the Gulf Coast. So give us a call. We'll have a dealer probably.
We're working on the West Coast.
Yeah.
That's coming to you soon.
Yeah. Thank you, Oregon. You guys have been killing it this last couple of months. We thought Oregon needed lifts, but you guys do awesome. All
My
kinds
home
of
state
applications.
of all
Of
things.
Oregon. There you go. There you go.
There
We
you
got
go.
any more questions, Cesar? All right now. Well, guys, what we want to do is if you have any questions, go ahead and send them in. You can email us also with those questions. We want to help you. If you got a question about something on your lift, take a picture. You can send it to Jeremy, Jeremy, at galaxylifts.com, or you can send it to Tom, THOM, at galaxylifts.com. Send us those questions. Send in your pictures. If you're concerned about anything or something you want to know, send those to us. Also, don't forget about our marine control systems that we offer as well. No, really on our electronics, no maintenance to do there. But you know what? If you have any questions on it, you don't think it's performing right, we want to make sure you're happy, you're continued happy, and enjoy your unit. So call us with any questions. If you have anything specific about any certain component, let us know. We can definitely get the information for you. So if that's it, if you don't have any more questions, I think we've covered everything that I can think of. Am I missing anything, Tom? Is there anything you can
Jeremy,
think of?
I think you've covered it all. Again, our lifts are virtually maintenance free. There are a few things that need to be addressed from time to time. If you do on a regular schedule, you can make this thing work easy in your at your home.
Are canopies available for the basket?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Give us a call. We can definitely. We have a lake sand canopy, a flat top canopy. We also have several. I don't know if it's hundreds, but I've never counted.
I think it's hundreds.
Hundreds of the sunbrella fabric that's made for this harsh outside environment here that you can choose from. So absolutely, they are available. Canopies are available.
Now, if you
for
go
unit.
to our website and click on our catalog, you can actually either download it or view it on your web browser. The catalog features and talks about the canopy option that is available, and we'd love to discuss that with you. Again, if you don't want to do that, give us a call or do both.
So any further questions? Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit us up in the middle of the month. We'll have another live event covering numerous topics. If there's something that you want to see that we haven't covered, let us know. Email us, send us on Facebook, hit us up. Our social media guys will take care of getting that to us. And let us know if there's something you want to cover, you got a question, email us, call us, come by. We had a couple come by today and bought a lift. They want to see it in action. If you're in the East Texas area, over here around beautiful Cedar Creek Reservoir, you want to come by and check out the factory, come on. We get factory tours all the time. Check out our product, look at it. We can show you our electronics department, our fabrication division. Man, we've got it. They can look at it.
We're proud to show you. And we're just southeast of Dallas, Texas, about 68 miles southeast, a little town called Maybank, Texas. Come join us. We'd love to show you around our factory, as well as introduce ourselves and sell you a great product.
Right. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. God bless you guys. Have a great evening.